What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. At Amazon Kindle, create space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. That asked me to put it up. I put it up. Thank you for everybody for supporting. But this video, though, is entitled Be Aware What You Asking For. See, a lot of us ask for things and we want things from the universe and want things out of life. But we're only aware of the good part. You get what I'm saying? So if you ask for happiness, that's all you want is happiness. Well, be aware that you're also asking for sadness. Like you can't just get happiness by itself. To appreciate the happiness, be aware that you might get sadness accompanied with that. So you can really revel in being happy. Understand that those two things might go together. Sometimes people want a new job because you want to get away from your old job or you want to get away from your old coworkers. Be aware that you might have new stresses and new coworkers that may be worse than the old ones you left, or new job responsibilities that may be worse than when you left, or you might be you might spend a lot of your time in traffic, spending extra gas to get this particular position you want that you asked for, right? So be aware that, you just can't have the good thing that you want by itself. Does it happen? Yes, but in life, does it normally happen? No. You got to get something else. I said a long time ago, I remember when I was younger, I prayed for strength. And what I got was stronger, but what I also got was a lot of adversity to make me stronger. Because sometimes we're unaware of what we're asking for. Sometimes you want love. Well, in order to have that love, there may be some bumping of heads, some confrontation involved with this love. Because you want to be loved a certain way and you want certain things out of a person. But you might just but in order to get that love, you might have to deal with some things you don't like. Be aware of what you're asking for. It doesn't, you can't just, you can ask to be a millionaire. But be aware that you also asking for the sharks and the selfish people and the leeches that go along with it at some point. Because that's what they do. So sometimes you're not thinking about this completely. I'm not saying don't ask for anything or don't pursue your dreams and aspirations. I'm saying understand what goes with your dreams and aspirations. You know what I'm saying? You might want to ask for wisdom. Well, just be aware that you might have to be in some situations that's going to teach you a few things. Or you're going to have to be around some people that are a whole lot smarter than you. That kind of goes with the territory. You can't have one without the other. Just is what it is. Sometimes be aware if you want to be a player and have multiple partners, right? You can have that, but be aware you might lose the love of your life. That's just, that something that goes with the territory. You as a player, and then who walked out of the door is somebody you wish you would have kept. That goes with the territory. Be aware of what goes on, right? You want the flyest ride ever. Be aware that that's going to make you a target. Be aware that people might be a hater and scratch up your ride and You know what I'm saying? Bump your car on purpose. Stand on it, lean on it, and take pictures while you ain't looking. That type of stuff. You gotta know what goes with both aspects, because what people wind up doing is like, oh, I just got what I want and that's it. No, that's not it. That's never it. You know, every journey has certain things that go along with it. You know. Excuse me. You know, maybe you want a family. Be aware, you can get your family, but it's just gonna cost you a lot of your time. You can't be selfish anymore. You're gonna be selfless. Goes with the territory. You know, if you want to be a one man army, be aware that you may never have a support system. Never. So just understand how this works. Like, I'm not saying that, everything is going to work out perfectly, but I am saying that, everything has a duality to it. Everything has a good, a pro and a con, a good and a bad, a positive and a negative. You can't just get the positive from what you're asking for. You're going to have to take the negative too. And if you don't want to take the negative, then you really don't want what you're asking for. Some people get it, some people don't. So at the end of the day, what do you really want? Or are you aware of what you really want? Because sometimes you're just aware of the good side, How can I say this? Maybe you want somebody in life to put you first. Be aware, there are things that may be necessities in life that you may wind up lacking in because you wanted to be put first. So you got what you asked for, but there's some things along the way that you're just gonna have to deal with, And people vacillate back and forth on understanding this, because it seems like we learn these things in hindsight on the back end. When, as you get older, you know this going into a situation. Like if you want to be married, you could be divorced type ideology, right? If you're gonna have if you're gonna be successful, you could wind up being alone because it's lonely at the top, right? Oh, that's what they say. If you want to be famous, then that means you're known everywhere you go. You can't just go get a cheeseburger if you want to walk in a fast food restaurant and get one. It goes with the territory. It doesn't really work out for you. So, and a lot of times people want only the part that they ask for and not the part that goes with it. And that's not how it ever worked. You know what I'm saying? You want a perfect body, you're going to have a perfect diet and have the workout regimen that goes with it. You're going to have to put in a lot of work, a lot of effort. If you ask to be more spiritual and religious, you're going to have to be put in a lot of situations of right and wrong where you choose right even though it hurts you, where it shows where your moral compass lies. This is a definite thing that you can't ignore. So at the end of the day, That's what it is. That's what I talked about. Y'all have a good one.